Of the striking Boeing machinist will soon be back on the job, but the airplane maker says layoffs are pending. Workers have until tomorrow to get back to work in factories like the one in Everett, Washington, if they haven't done so already. But some of those workers could be headed right out the door again because, again, layoffs are pending. As Boeing gets back to building jets post-strike, it is getting ready for those layoffs as it plans to cut 17,000 employees. Aviation industry analyst Scott Hamilton says Boeing is bloated and needs to lose some weight.
Boeing has to become a leaner, more competitive company to compete effectively with Airbus. It'll take Boeing a decade to fully recover back to its pre-MAX grounding level.
He suspects white-collar positions may be cut and also says the company's roughly $50 billion in debt, so production needs to ramp up.